Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start today's video with a question, and that question is, what level are you in the brand new Season 8 Shapeshifters Season Pass? Because I'm level 15, I'm thinking I'm doing a pretty good job, and then I hear that people are already level 25 and going to be able to get to level 35 by this weekend on this game. And that has more implications than just, oh wow, they've got the level 35 Rafa and Kaka, first 5 playstyle plus player in the game so early. Did EA really want this happening so soon? I want to talk about that in today's video because we got more SP yesterday, and of course we got more refreshing in a couple of days, and there's a lot out at the moment, to be completely honest. Now, we also have our first Shapeshifters icon leak for a card coming into packs this coming Friday for Shapeshifters Team 1. We would guess we're going to take a look at that and what content we could get today on a Tuesday. It is Trade-In Tuesday, and the 82 times 20 V1 and 2 both expire. Will it return? I'm not expecting it to. We'll talk about what I do expect to see today on a Tuesday in FC25. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Let's go over yesterday's content from a Monday where it was really not that exciting of a day, let's be completely honest, but it was a day to log on, try out your packs, see if you packed any blues, and go from there. And also maybe try out kind of a budget fun looking card, 5'3", short queen, Le Sommer. A lot of people are jokingly calling her Le Father, but hey, this is not a bad card. 5-star, 5-star, quick step, first touch. You got the Tiki Taka and the finesse. You got low driven base, even incisive and pinged, rapid base, relentless and technical. Honestly, I would be kind of interested to know how well this card plays in game because of her height, her decent dribbling stats. You think you might want to throw an engine on this card to boost up the dribbling, the agility and balance specifically, but for only 4 squads, coming in at a price of 220,000 coins, 86, 87, 88, and 88 rated squads. That's a pretty affordable end of an era card just to try out and see if she is any good in game. So I really don't have too many problems with that from yesterday's end of an era SBC. Maybe not the most emotional or as big of a name as the Modric, KVDB, and of course the Muller, but still an interesting one nonetheless yesterday. Personally, I'm still working on KDB, maybe going to work on Modric after that. So that's where my fodder is going at the moment. But we did have a new Team of the Season upgrade pack yesterday, and that was the Serie A. They didn't include MWSL. They included the rest of Europe Tots extra pack inside of this as well, but that one is pretty cheap. It is a simple 83 and then 85 and higher overall players 6. So basically you turn in 6 85s to this, because who would put in many players over 85 rated unless you had a few in your club. Speaking of fodder, just right now for a quick second, those cards went up yesterday. They were actually selling, 85s were selling over 4,000 coins. Big spike on those as that SBC was requiring those. Now they're back down a bit. We're going to talk about fodder a little bit more, but the last SBC to cover first is the new player pick, 82 plus 1 of 4. It's nice. EA added that 4th slot to these 82 plus player picks that we had last week and a few weeks now beforehand, and they kept the requirements the same, 3 rare golds and 2 commons. Now, there's mixed opinions on this SBC. I actually did get a Team of the Season. I opened 20 of these yesterday on the stream, and we got Bernstein, 95 rated Tots card from the Women's Bundesliga, but I can't think that these are going to give out a lot of Team of the Seasons. If you take a look at the FutNext website that we've been referencing a lot recently, currently it shows a 1.61% chance of a Team of the Season card, which is not super high, but I mean, from a 82 plus 1 of 4 player pick, that's going to give you some decent fodder anyways. Plenty of 83s, 4s, and 5s, maybe the one-off walkout here or there. It's not terrible. I'm kind of going to go back and forth between the 82 plus picks here and the regular crafting upgrades. I think I still really like the crafting upgrades. In fact, I've even got a few Team of the Seasons from those just offhand, a couple of 95 Leticiers or Lacroix. So whatever one your account seems to give you better fodder from and higher rated cards from, I would sort of gravitate towards those. But the fact that the 1 of 4 is there instead of the 1 of 3, I think makes these a little bit better and a little more interesting. So that is a nice little upgrade they did there with the 82 plus player pick. Now let's go to Evos, because that one evolution leak that we had actually did drop yesterday, but I'm not really sure why this Evo is paid. It's 50,000 coins for the free kick master, and as you would expect, it's about giving Dead Ball Plus. That was the Evo leak, but it does give some other boosts around the rest of the card. You got pace up to 93, shooting up to 91. You've got a weak foot going to 5-star, dribbling up to 93. Of course, the big upgrade is curve plus 75, free kick accuracy plus 75, dead ball plus, long ball plus, and skill moves up to 4-star. My opinion on this evolution is, if you have a 3 playstyle plus player that is not going to get dead ball plus, that you probably don't want, maybe you do, but if you don't want dead ball plus, this is a great evo to put on a card who's already got 3 playstyle pluses that needs a bit of a boost to either pace, passing, or dribbling. I might be doing this Ben Davies. That sounds like a good 50,000 coins to spend, in my opinion, as a center back card or a left back card that I would still use in a Spurs team. That does not look too bad right there at all, and I believe it only takes your rating overall to a 93, which means whoever you put into this could be evolved again soon. So this Evo actually could come in handy for 3 playstyle plus players and evolution chains in the next 2 weeks that it is out. So if there's nobody that fits into this for you right away that looks great, maybe it's worth keeping and holding on to for a little bit longer, just in case this fits in some Evo chains once we get to shapeshifters. But again, I would say, like, why is that one not free? At least in my opinion, I think that should be a free Evo there. Now, the best part of content from yesterday is in objectives, and it was the brand new Ultimate Team of the Season Cup, guys. We finished it in record time yesterday. Okay, not record time, but it probably took me 45 minutes to get this one done, because the game mode is just simply golden goal, first 2 game mode, and it only takes 1 goal to get this one done, not 2 goals like the other first 2 mode did during the Saudi and MLS Tots Cup that was released there. So the rewards here are nice. You get some nice packs, of course. You get 2 end of an eras, the Corsi and the Hummels as the group reward. You get some really good packs at the end for an 86-3 and an 86 times 2. And once again, the requirements for the friendly mode are very easy. You basically just use all 94 rated players and below, and you have to use 1 German player but can be on your bench, and you have to use 5 team of the season cards, but those also have to be either in the starting 11 or your bench, as well as it says they're starting 11 or subs. So no bronze players. It's really easy to do this. Just put in some 93s and 4s and you're good to go. And it is unlimited games. I mean, it's 20 matches per hour, but that's kind of the limits that EA set nowadays for these first 2 game modes, so that you don't get gameplay banned from doing too many games in 1 hour, and then you're not able to play. So EA have kind of set up that 20 games per hour as the first 2 golden goal mode way of being unlimited games. So it virtually is unlimited, but it's really easy to get done and some great rewards, and we're going to talk about that a little bit more. But first, what I want to touch on is something maybe you weren't impacted by, but it's worth noting that EA gave out compensation yesterday. They never tweeted that there was a problem, but this is one of those under the radar compensation situations that, of course, we end up figuring out about. A week ago today, last Tuesday, the 92 plus Tots Tradein player pick in the Polish language said tradable. One of these language mistakes that we haven't had for a long time. Like the word compensation, I don't feel like I've said that in a really, really long time. But it was this player pick last week that in the Polish language said tradable for some odd reason. And if people switched their language to that and opened it, they got a tradable 92 plus Tots player pick compensation from that. It didn't really affect the market at all. It didn't seem like too many people got it, but that was a small thing that was rolling around last week. I opened the player pick before it was learned that was potentially happening, and I don't think a lot of people got compensation. That once again, it doesn't necessarily seem like it was a crazy store pack glitch thing that got a lot of hype, because honestly, EA hasn't made a lot of those mistakes recently, but that was something that happened last week, just to kind of make you guys know about that. So if you logged on yesterday and you were kind of forgot that that happened last week and you switched your language to Polish, then you maybe got that 92 plus pick. But yeah, it did not affect fodder prices on Tots cards, because those are going up, and we're going to talk about those a little bit more. But that was all the content yesterday. Really, the content yesterday too brought me to my main point that I wanted to discuss today, though, and that is back here with the Ultimate Tots Cup, because inside of this, you've also got some rewards for SP. You've got 2 500 SP blocks, and then down here for playing 10 games, you've got 1,000 SP. So this Ultimate Tots Cup gives 2,000 season points. And as I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, looking at where I'm at in the season, and maybe you're feeling the same way too. Obviously, everybody's at a different spot in the season, but I'm already at level 15. I'm surprised at how fast I've even leveled up through the season. Now, I've put in some extra effort to get here, but it hasn't felt like it's been that much effort. Guys, this season was literally dropped 5 days ago, and this tweet yesterday, I didn't even believe it at first. I was like, nah, no way it's possible. But then EA go drop another 2,000 SP from, the Cup. And I'm like, wait a second. This is actually going to be true. Guys, FC25 News is tweeting Kaka and Leao are achievable on Friday, 8 days after release. With the season reset or the weekly reset of stuff for season points every single Thursday with the manager, with the career, with the weekly objectives that we get refreshing every single week on Thursdays on that timer. That's a lot of SP it's going to be refreshing then. Probably going to get a few more things related to content this upcoming Friday for shapeshifters. It'll give out some SP. I think this is actually true now, especially after EA dropped more SP yesterday. He's saying here, I'm level 19 ATM. This was before content, so he definitely hit level 20. And when you go to level 20, you get an SP boost up to level 24 because you get that 4,000 XP kind of like a block redeemable boost. And then he probably is now like level 25. So he only has to go up 10 levels. And a lot of people who have been grinding the season pass are probably level 20 plus, 25 plus, which is wild considering where we are and where we just started this brand new season. My question is, does EA want people to be finishing the season this fast and getting the 5 playstyle plus Kaka card? Guys, just think about this for a second. We've only had a couple, just the end of an era cards are some of the only 4 playstyle plus SBCs we've had. We have not had a single natural upgrading 4 playstyle plus evolution yet. But we're about to have people with the 5 playstyle plus 97 Kaka card in this game this weekend because they've been grinding the season pass in SP. Does EA really want that? Like, honestly, I don't know if they do. I know this is a shorter season with less levels, only 35 levels, and sure, it's shorter in days too, like only 30 days left of this. So you would expect people to be getting done with the season. I thought at least like next week, maybe next Friday or something like that. But EA just keeps dropping the SP, and of course, they haven't changed too many of the amounts of the SP inside of the manager, player career and clubs objectives. And even this week, we've got a seasonal objective here that's the daily play, daily objectives that gives, what is it, like 75 for each of those. So you're getting 250 SP each and every day just from scoring 2 goals and playing 1 match. That adds up in a short season like this with only 35 levels. Honestly, it's just crazy to me. It feels like EA is giving out these cards for a lot less effort. Sure, the people that are already level 25 probably spent coins or money on the store packs that gave out 2 1,500 SP consumable boosts, so 3,000 extra SP from there. I don't plan to open those. I'll wait a couple extra days to get this card, but still, it's just so crazy how fast we have been able to progress towards these cards in the season pass and all of these rewards. And once again, I'll say it, we said it the last 2 season passes, there needs to be something like level 36, like some sort of every 1,000 SP you get over level 36 gets you like an 84 times or 85.5 or some 84.7 or something like that. Just an extra little pack that you get. Doesn't have to be something super crazy, even tradable. It can be untradeable. Just something a little bit extra to keep you feeling like once you get to a certain level and you max out the season pass, you get a little bit of a boost after that. So this just kind of like appalled me, shocked me yesterday, to be completely honest. And I'm not looking forward to play a whole bunch of Kakas this upcoming weekend or even at the start of next week when I'm not there yet. And if you're EA, you probably don't want people to see a lot of those Kakas in teams because let's be honest, if you get level 35, you're putting that card in your team. I wonder if that would make you upset or be like, wow, I don't want to be playing FUT champs or rivals if I'm coming up against 97 Kakas all the time. Now, granted, I don't think they're going to be everywhere, but that's just kind of something that was like a surprise to me yesterday, and I thought it was worth discussing. And I want to know what level you are in the season pass right now and how much effort and grind you've been putting into that as well, or if it matters to you. Some people are like, I don't care, it's season pass, whatever, but this time with a Fireplay Style Plus card, kind of has a little bit of a different feel for me. Now, let's look at some Shapeshifters leaks and continue the conversation here because we have our first player leaked for Shapeshifters, a icon Maradona. We're finally getting icons back, right? It's been a hot minute. It's been since April, since we had the Immortals promo. That was the last time that we had new icons dropped on this game. Guys, this leak from ASY Foot Trader, he doesn't even say the position. He doesn't even say the stats, the rating. It's just Maradona is coming. That's all that he says. So either he's really just kind of having an early leak here and he somehow has found out that Maradona is in, or he knows the card and he's just dragging out the process for interactions over the course of this week, because that's a very early leak on a Monday heading into a Tuesday. Very early leak there. But that does kind of get me a little excited, because you think about that Kaka in the season pass. You think about some of the shapeshifters cards that we have in that pass. Those are some of the most cards that I'm excited to try out right now. Like, I've been using the Immobile card, using the Tamori card, even tried out El Shaarawy in the cup, and they were mad fun, to be completely honest. But now I'm really interested to know what cards are going to be getting into shapeshifters. And I think a lot of people, we were even talking about this on the stream yesterday, a lot of people are even now wanting to start saving packs, because it's like, why else? Like, what's worth opening right now for this promo where the pack away for Ultimate Tots just seems to be so bad? Again, we thought it was going to be pretty bad, and I've had some decent pack pulls, to be completely honest, but it's mostly just fodder. And when people say that pack pulls have been bad, you know, they're not packing very many team of the season. They're not packing team of the seasons of substance, and especially when the prices of all these Tots cards are super low. I think that's kind of sort of the frustration and the feeling with some of that right now. So if that's you, absolutely go ahead and start saving your packs. If the shapeshifter stuff excites you, oh, of course. This is 182.20 that I was able to craft. Who? No. No. That's Griezmann. Yeah, EA Sports. Nah, dude. Nah. I thought we were about to go crazy here. Who is it anyway in the back? De Gea. That's fine. We'll take that. All right, we got a rare 82 times 20. You're going to see a Tots numero upgraded here live on the video, but that's an 82 times 20 that I just randomly crafted because I had some 85s and 86s in my club from doing the cup. Wow, that's my second Tots card that I packed from an 82 times 20. That was actually pretty decent. Anyways, if you want to save packs for shapeshifters, absolutely go ahead and do it. I need to try out De Gea because I haven't yet, and I know he's one of the best keepers in the game. Anyways, let's keep talking through the leaks. That was unexpected. That threw me off. This 93 Evo teaser from FutAccountant is getting me interested as well. He says, Shapeshifters Evolution 93 overall, your card. Guys, we've seen him tweet things like this before. I don't even think he has an Evo leak right now. Now, that's just kind of wild of me to say because he's tweeting this even, but we've seen him say, show me your card that's 93 rated or 92 rated, and I'll show you what Evo this card fits in, but then he doesn't reply for 2 days. I don't know if the Evos are known yet for this Friday of Shapeshifters on a Tuesday. Maybe they are, and if we get more leaks today, then this could be related to that. But for right now, I mean, he's just kind of adding fuel to the fire. I want to know what 93 rated cards he's got on his transfer list. But again, if you're invested in 93 rated cards for Evolution at the moment, I still have some Endrick cards. I got 135,000 coins. Some Schneiders I got at 72. I did pick up one Cafu. And, you know, there's still a lot of other cards out there that could be buyable. It's not like all the 93s are gone. Their prices are to the moon. This Gervinho I really wanted for like 220, but I'd pay 240. And I just saw one go on bid for 240. This Dino I bought for 1.7. He's 1.9, but he hit 1.7 still a couple times yesterday. So it's not like it's over for 93 rated cards. But one thing I will say is, since 93s are in focus right now for the next leaks, it's all going to come down to what position is leaked. If there's a striker evolution that is leaked, then some of those players like this Doumbia are going to go up. But other players like center backs, maybe that Schneider that I bought, would go down. So depending on what 93 rated cards you invested in or you've been watching, some of those 93s could come down this weekend if there's like a striker or a right wing leak, but there's nothing talked about for midfielders or center backs. That's kind of something to keep an eye on, because if a card is not getting an Evo, it could drop a little bit, and then you could have another opportunity to invest. But that was kind of a teaser tweet that FutAccountant put out yesterday in relation to 93 rated Evos, which we talked about yesterday in the video as well. I want to make a quick couple mentions about the market as we talk about some of these prices. Ultimate Tots cards on Tuesday today. The prices are still doing pretty good. A couple of them have come down, like Harry Kane's now under 1.2. It's just kind of like we talked about even on the weekend, a bit of a slow drop, slow trickle throughout the week. I do think you'll see some bigger drops on these Tots cards, maybe on Wednesday before Rivals as people sell because they've been using them and they want to get out before Rivals rewards. And during Rivals, that pack supply is probably going to make these dip a little, but it's the first week of a new season for Rivals rewards, so less people are in those higher divisions, so you may see less of a market impact overall and less supply overall. So maybe the Ultimate Tots cards wouldn't drop that crazy on Thursday rewards, but I thought that was worth mentioning for any of you guys that are still wanting to buy these. Right now, it's June. What I would tell you to do, if you want to use Lamine Yamal team of the season, go buy the card, get a good of a price as you can, sell the card when you're done using it. But enjoy the card, use the cards you want to use right now because they are a lot cheaper, of course, since these cards got re-released in packs. And for the rest of the market, you still see me. We out here flipping cards, bids, snipes. You guys know what the deal is. Like this guy, Nico Jackson, is one of my favorite cards to trade with. I just picked him up at 410,000 coins, 415K, sold one for 530. And then what's this one at right here? What's the lowest Nico on the market? This one I bought at 462, so I'm not really making as many coins here, but 525. Okay, that's sitting there. And he's got a 550 as well. So I'm going to list this for like a small profit, hopefully for like 519, just because I know this card fluctuates a lot. And right now he's high, up in price, higher than normal. But you can absolutely still be trading on the market, guys. I bought a Maelu just a bit ago for 330. He's usually between 330 and 370 every single day. So like 330 is his low point. You can absolutely be grinding out here in the market and get some trades going. But I did want to mention those Ultimate Tots prices. And I do want to mention fodder prices too. Specifically 86s. 86s yesterday, I sold some for 10K. Because there was still hype for the 82 times 20, and for the other team of the season packs, they're down at 7,000 coins right now. This is because the 82 times 20 pack, which is the most demand in terms of why people are buying these 86 rated cards right now in this game, the 8220 goes away today. It expires both versions, which is, I mean, it's actually okay to be completely honest because the rewards from those 8220s have not been good with the pack weight. I know I just packed De Gea, but that was like a fluke to be completely honest. Most of my other 8220s that I've done have not had team of the seasons in them. And then of course the requirements just have not been great. They were not the requirements that we really wanted to see. But I think with those going away, that's going to make these 86s come back down to earth a little bit. So that's why these are selling at the moment. But 85s are still inflated because of yesterday's Tots pack. All that to say, just be careful with 86 rateds and be careful with 90 rateds as well. Oh my gosh, 28K? That's crazy. Yeah, if you have any of these 90 rated, it's probably time to ship those out because once that 8220 with the requirements for the 89s and 90s goes away, those are probably going to drop right there. Those 90 rated special cards at least should drop a little bit. And then team of the season cards, speaking of fodder that's going up, we were very serious about talking about buying team of the seasons for 13,000, 14,000 coins. And boy, oh boy, has that turned out to be a fantastic investment. They are all 22,000 coins. And with today's content coming on Tuesday, I think they could go a little bit higher. Today could be a pretty good day, however, to lazy list those team of the season cards and try to sell them and maybe start taking the cash on them. Let's talk about why. Today, the 92 plus any Tots trade and player pick expires. I don't think I've done any of them this week with the 92 plus. All my fodder, high rated Tots, even the fodder ones that are lower rated, have been going into Kevin De Bruyne and other SBCs. Maybe for you guys the same. But people love the chance at packing a team of the season and a little bit of a gamble opportunity. So when this one comes back today, as long as EA don't add any new SBCs like supplying Tots tradable on this game, I think these are going to be, it's going to be a good day to sell team of the season cards. They could go upwards of 25,000 coins. Maybe you lazy list for 25 to 27K because those cards could rise that much. I do think you want to sell Tots cards though before Rivals on Thursday because the 95 rated Tots cards, remember on Friday, they were 16,000 coins, 17,000 coins. And of course now those cards are up above 23, 24, 25,000 coins as well. So these cards were a fantastic investment. And if you're in it just for the short term, 1 week buy and then sell, 22, 23, 24K is not a bad place to sell. But if you're in it for the long haul and want to try to maximize your profit, you could keep holding. The only thing to start worrying about now is, remember what happened with Team of the Week cards. They had a big spike. They went up to like 20, 25K during the start of a Team of the Season. and then they kind of came back down since because EA started supplying those tradable. At some point, EA is going to supply Team of the Season cards tradable as well. Some sort of upgrade pack like this will be cheaper most likely than this, and it will supply them tradable. And people are going to open those because any chance you could get, like imagine you pack Tots, Vinny Jr. or even like a 50, 60K Tots card out of a 20K in price Team of the Season guaranteed pack tradable. That's going to be an SBC a lot of people want to do. So just kind of keep that in mind, that could be coming at some point. Might not be today, could be as early as today. I would be a little surprised by that, but that's kind of what you're up against if you invested in Team of the Season cards for that. Now, as we mentioned, today's content on Tuesday, the Tots Tradein, it's going to refresh. We're going to get something different. Could it just be a 1 of 4 instead of a 1 of 3? Absolutely. They leveled this up from a 91 to 92. We got to take another step forward, EA, for sure. Take it to a 93. That would be absolutely fine as well. That would make it even better and probably would provide some more interest and even more demand for Team of the Season cards if that was to happen today. But just be watching out for that. Tots Tradein Tuesdays. And then, of course, our every single day releasing league-specific Tots upgrade packs, right? We're going to be getting La Liga today since we had Serie A yesterday. What came after Serie A in the kind of series of Team of the Season weeks that we had released. We're going to get La Liga today with Liga Portugal most likely as the other pack even out with that. So that's nice. And as we mentioned, the 82-20 is going away. So the question is, what's going to replace it? Maybe like an 84-7. Hopefully not 84-10. Ooh, that could be interesting. I'd be down for that. Or if EA just wanted to be so very nice for these last couple days, just like they did during Team of the Year. EA, if you do this today, that might make a fun end for Ultimate Tots and would kind of completely shift our thinking around for Ultimate Team of the Season and the grind, especially maybe being able to save 82-20s for shapeshifters. If they release the 82 times 20 with the old requirements in 82 and 83 or whatever it was, 83, 84, like two very easy squads to get done, one team of the week or one team of the season with those lower rated squads that you could just rinse and repeat, right? That's why it was so good during Team of the Year, because you could put what you got straight back into an 82 times 20 again and just rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. If we had that for the last couple days of Tots Ultimate, that would be sick. So fingers crossed, that would be the best part of content today, but I'm not getting my hopes up too much just because after EA released it once, do I really think they're going to release it again? I don't think so, but that's something to kind of keep in mind. At the very least, we're going to get some other sort of upgrade pack to replace it. Now, SBCs, of course, player SBCs every single day. We had the Hummels, we had the Le Sommer, and the Corsi. So we've got Nkunku, Zaha flashbacks left, and Vela. Those are the last 3 player SBCs for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of content on this game. So if you're a fan of either of those 3 players, be on the lookout because one of those should be today as well on Tuesday, as well as it's the last few hours to get the Ultimate Tots Flash Rush done if you want this Pepe Reina card. He was actually pretty popular in the Cup as a 92 rated keeper. I wouldn't say that he was like super spectacular or anything, but just a good place to get some evos done and to get some, packs here and to get some other rewards. Like if you can double combo up the Ultimate Tots Rush objective and the Rush Points objective, this is all going to expire today and refresh. So there's some extra packs there if you're trying to collect any fodder for the end of an era SBCs there. But that's kind of what to look forward to today on a Tuesday, and that's kind of what's going on right now in this game. Honestly, let me know how you feel about the season pass. I know that some people probably feel indifferent about that. Like, I don't care if people are running around 5 playstyle plus Kaka, but I do believe that some people will probably feel like, man, Nate, I don't want to see 5 playstyle plus Kaka when I'm not even close to the level 35 of this season. That makes me feel like I'm way behind, and it makes me feel like I don't want to play Weekend League if I'm going to be matching up against those cards a lot. Now, granted, like I mentioned, I don't think you're going to see those cards a ton, at least for right now. But the fact that it's possible to complete the whole season in 1 week, 35 levels, that's wild. So let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. I will see you guys in a Tuesday stream today. We'll see if EA have any surprises for us for content. I'm not trying to get my hopes up for that 82 times 20 with better requirements, the ones that we like, but man, that would just sound so good. Like, that would be so fun. That would make me want to sit here and just rip packs and go, try to pack blues and just pack all the fodder if we had that 82 times 20 back. Also, we'd make coins from that if you remember during Team of the Year. It might be too good. I can't get my hopes up too much. I don't think we can do that, but fingers crossed maybe for that to come back today as well. That's the video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new. See you guys in the Twitch stream or the YouTube stream, wherever you'd like to tune in today as well. Those links are in the description as always. Have a great Tuesday. I'll see you later. It's been Nate from Accountant. Peace.